100.
Welcome to Keep It 100, Oklahoma High School Sports on this Sunday after Thanksgiving. Folks, getting ready for the high school state championship. 4A, 6A, 3A, 2A. 2A is still in the semifinals, but everybody else is getting ready for the gold ball. I'm with my man Big E, and Jonah decided to come back and see us because his pocketbook is broke from the braces that his son put on. Here we go for another great show. What's up, fellas?
Not much.
Yeah, nothing much. Just, another Sunday.
Another Sunday. Championship Sunday. OSU Sunday. Feeling the blues. Both teams can't win. Tulsa won. They coaches in there doing a boogie scoogie, but not Gundy or not Venables. They're both scratching their head wondering what went wrong. I'm going to tell you what went wrong.
What's that?
You can't coach.
Who can't coach?
Either one of them. You can't coach. You can't be up.
But
Venables was up.
I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Who? Gundy?
No, Brent.
Why?
First year head coach?
Man, they ain't got nothing to do with it. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
He's
That's
trying
excuses.
to be loyal to certain numbers that shouldn't be on the field.
Man, I don't care. You can't be loyal, man. Hey, go out there and get the job done. You
7
are
should be out there on the field more.
6-6. That is horrible. And you really should be 8 and what? Because you should have beat West Virginia.
There's a lot of coaches there.
And you should have beat Texas Tech. So that gets you 2 more wins.
We were close to Kansas State.
Kansas State
should have won that game.
I mean, I'm just saying, man, you're losing ball games you shouldn't lose. But there's a lot of people feeling sad. I'll tell you right now, Ohio State feeling sad.
They just got beat up.
You know why? Michigan got athletes.
Right.
I mean, the quarterback's an athlete. Edwards come in, runs the ball. The number 1 running back is down. Number 2, he's down. But guess what? Next man up. 240-something yards Edwards had in the second half against Ohio State. Ohio State, man, they had everything going for them. It's at their house. You got the new LeBron zone.
They said came in the game cocky.
Well, that's what happens.
Right.
And then you see LeBron. I thought he was an Ohio State fan. He wearing a Michigan shirt talking about, I've been a Jim Harbaugh fan since he's still coaching it. LeBron don't know what he do. He'll probably be playing for Michigan next year. I mean, poor guy, I love you, LeBron, but you all over. So Big E, Jonah, let's get into this college, though. But we jump into this high school. Hey, real quick, though, I want to say something. Big shout out to the McAllister dad that hit me up with my own words, man. I love it. That tells me you watching the show. We'll get into high school
Who's
sports.
that new back they had?
Hey, that's what happens. Next man up.
Man.
Was it number 8? Is that who it was?
It's
Chaz Bradley? Is that his name?
Where's he from?
No,
where's he been?
it wasn't Chaz. Chaz Bradley is the defensive back.
Okay.
No, it was number, hold on. I got him right here. I got his stats and everything. He came out and showed out and played out and let everybody know Thanksgiving is his favorite holiday because he played. His name is Blaze. Bro.
Ball.
Ball, yeah. Blaze Ball. Balled out. I mean, the dad hit me up, man, last night. I appreciate it. Kind of laying in bed, a little head cold. But I just tell you, man, I love it when you can hit me with my own words. But, hey, Touchdown Jesus didn't show up.
Kept the receipts, huh?
He kept the receipts. Not like that, though. He's following the show, man, gave me some love and all that. Some of you guys want to follow the show, quote everything that we quote, but you don't want to give us a like or retweet, but you watch everything that we doing. Everything, ain't that right, Big E? We went inside them Carl Albert Titans, man. Hey, we pull up, man.
Did I wake 21 up?
I think you woke him up.
I woke him up, didn't I?
He said, I don't run soft over here.
I don't tiptoeing.
Hey, we'll get into that right now. Let's get into this college, though. We'll get into this college real quick, then we'll jump into that high school because there's some good things going on in that high school, man. Yesterday on the college scoreboard, you had USC over Notre Dame. 28-27. 28 to.
They're number 4 in the AP. We gotta wait for the CFP rankings to come out Tuesday.
I'm still missing.
I think they will be.
I'm sorry. That score was 38-27. USC keeps their hopes alive. With Notre beat Notre Dame and Michigan going down, and Clemson going down. Like you said, they're sitting number 4 in what poll is that?
AP
poll. When the rankings come out this Tuesday night, I could see USC being number 5, number 4.
No, it'll be 4. Who would it be?
Yeah, I think Ohio State will drop out of the top 4.
Depends on how Ohio State drops out, how far they drop them down. To me, drop them out.
They'll drop to 5 or 6.
I mean, think about it, man. You got beat up at your own.
It should be Georgia, Michigan, TCU, then USC.
Hey,
and then I think if all 4 of those teams win their championship, that's that. So
there you go. Then the biggest upset, I wouldn't even call it upset. Then you see A&M won 3 games all year. So they decided, hey, the last game of the season,
But they've done it every year.
it's our bowl game.
They do it every
Yeah,
year.
every-
It's crazy.
It's just matchup.
It's our bowl game, so we're gonna go out and beat LSU, a team that was still in the hunt to go to the playoffs, and they won't be going now after getting knocked off 38-23. A&M knocks them off last night, so that takes them out of the hunt for the playoff hunt. So it takes care of them. Tennessee comes back, even though they lose their starting quarterback. They get the win over Vanderbilt, 56-0. Then you look at OSU lose to West Virginia, a team that's 4 and something,
Right.
24-19. What a backup quarterback! And they brought in another backup quarterback.
No, that quarterback's basically a starting quarterback.
Which one?
That one quarterback needs to retire. They went from Georgia, USC, and wherever else he's been.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying
JT
OSU.
Daniels.
Daniels, you need to put him up, baby boy.
Hey, OSU was senior day. I don't understand. Last week, Spencer Sanders can play. Senior day, he can't play. He's
Did
sitting
you
over
see
there
how beat up he got?
in OSU. In OU
See how
game?
green his jersey
Yeah,
was?
his jersey was green by 8 minutes in the first quarter.
Man, you playing West Virginia,
I'm
your
going
last
to-
home game, man. You
I'm
think?
hanging him up, getting ready for NFL.
I'm asking. That's the next question I was asking. You think?
Yes.
You think he'll come back? You think he'll
For
leave?
what?
But he
He
didn't have
ain't
a
going
good
to no NFL. He
I
might
mean,
play in the USFL,
I mean,
XFL,
like-
Arena
Hey,
League.
Talk to me. He talked to me. Tell Jonah.
I said get
Jonah been
ready.
gone a couple weeks. He ain't been.
I said get ready. I didn't say he was going.
What's he going to get ready for?
Come back,
Hopes, dreams, man.
Come
Just
back.
to say he did it.
baby.
Nah.
Come back.
I think he
just
needs
telling
to come back.
Oh, he
but-
needs to, man. I mean,
But he doesn't
and
have
I
it.
tell you, the quarterback they played yesterday from Oklahoma State, he's not going to be bad. He's going to be good once
is
he. I don't know his name. He
Oh.
can probably pull his name up. The kid that played quarterback for OSU yesterday, man, number 13.
I didn't watch the
Uh,
OSU
I
game.
didn't
I don't
watch
know.
that game.
I'm just saying he's not a bad.
They have a
QB.
good one coming in next year.
And
So.
you still got Gundy, so I mean, these guys are young. I mean, you see what happened last night when old boy got knocked out of the game.
Who?
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
I mean, they didn't go to the backup quarterback.
No, they went to the
They
tight
went to
end.
They went to the tight end. That tells you how
bad.
bad the
We got to
quarterback-
go get another quarterback in the portal, man. I would like to have. I think it's good to have at least 3 quarterbacks that can actually go out there and still win you.
But
a game.
Levy messed it up when he said that Gabriel was going to be a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
You don't do that. You got to have
Yeah.
an open competition.
Yeah.
But, you know-
I hope they do that next year with this 5-star coming in.
But you got to
And
look
then you
at
still
the,
got Nick Evers, who redshirted this year. So I
he
mean,
might as well just transfer out.
Yeah, but you look at OU. OU loses that game to Texas Tech, in overtime, 48-51, but they was up 24. I mean, 20, 20 something.
It was like
And then they left
24 to
14
6,
points. They left
yeah.
14 left meat on the bone. That little fake field goal he should have caught that he didn't catch. And then they had the penalty on the other end zone when number 71, he had a bad day.
Yeah.
I don't know
I
his
tell
name.
you, I mean, I think they was up 17-0. But my whole point on that, though, that's the first time Tech has beat them since 2011.
I thought it was longer than
It was
that.
11. They
Oh,
said
it was
11. So I mean, that just it's. I mean, you can't lose games like that when you're winning a ball game.
Yeah.
I mean, you come out, man.
I don't
you
like that
look-
offense.
You come out, you hot, you cold, everybody jumping around.
I like the offense schematically, but I don't like the situational
Like
the-
that last 5 minutes or whatever. He's
Yeah,
still
I don't
going
like. I don't.
fast. Slow
Yeah,
down.
yeah, exactly. I've never understood why you get tempo is good in certain situations when you
He reminds
if
me
when
of
you start
Westbrook.
with the ball on offense, run a
Westbrook.
little tempo. But,
Westbrook of
yeah,
You said
it's
what?
like you
Westbrook.
just gotta slow down.
5
let-
minutes left in the game. He still
You gotta slow things down, let things develop, and everything like that. But I mean, Dylan Gabriel, he did have a good game. Completed 28 of his 40 attempts for 449 yards and 6 touchdowns to only
He had
1
a-
interception. I
he
mean,
had a hell of a game.
he had a
Hell of
great
a
game, and that's probably the best he's looked all year. Hopefully, he comes back and can play at that level next year. He said that his mind is undecided on whether he's gonna
coming
come back. He
Well,
better
what's-
come back
better
though.
come
Was he
I
planning on
mean,
going?
to Hawaii.
transfer, I don't know. He ain't NFL ready.
No.
I guarantee you, there's not one scout that has him on their draft board.
No,
But
I don't think OU has anyone that's gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
Gray,
What about
Gray's
Mims?
probably the best bet.
yeah, Eric Gray, I think he'll
If they don't
probably be
have
like
Gray,
a day
they
2
lose.
guy.
What
If
about,
they don't
what about
have Gray-
Mims? You think he comes back?
If they don't have Gray, they win 2 games. I think.
You're right. Gray
I think
is-
Mims should come back. I think
Yeah.
he had his draft stock was higher at the beginning of the season than it is now. So I think he should come back. I mean, I think he's probably a day 3, like a round 4, round 5 guy at this point. But I mean, some guys are like 8. I mean, that's fine with me. So
What they're gonna need to
But-
do is figure out 28, 2, 23.
I like 28.
25.
He's kind of
Oh,
he's
that
he's
dude.
when he's good, he's good. Like when he
But is
when
he
when his
good?
mind is right, like when he
He
knows
doesn't understand the
if he knows
game.
it's his first year learning this defense. I mean, granted, you're what 12 weeks into the season now,
Right.
but
You already in he's already in his next year. You should.
yeah,
He's
I don't
still
know.
hitting
I
the
still
Fitz row.
like him,
And
but
he's too skinny.
I don't think he's skinny.
He can't get off the block.
I don't know. I still like him. I like him.
I
in
like him at
coverage.
I like him at defensive end.
Okay.
I don't like him at linebacker.
Okay. Well, I like the linebacker. Best linebacker we have didn't even play all year hardly.
Who?
Number 7.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
But he's more. He's too. He might be too short.
No,
he's
have you
quick.
seen this kid?
I think he's more of the cheetah.
Cheetah. That's kind of what I thought. That's what they recruited him to play, and then they start lining him up at linebacker. But they have Deshaun White playing that. I think he should have stayed at linebacker.
Right.
And then Justin Harrington, he was off and on. But
did he get in last night?
yeah, I think
17?
no, that's Harmon.
That's
37 is Harrington. But yeah, I think. I think there is still stuff to look forward to next year. I mean, you got a great class coming in. I mean, hopefully they can keep it together. You had another guy flip, decommit last week.
That's for Georgia.
Yeah, that wide receiver.
Right.
So I mean, and there's still a lot of guys that aren't committed, or that they're committed, but they're listening to other offers and everything. So I think. There's still time for OU to close out this. I think early signing period is in about a month.
Yeah, it's December 12th.
December 12th, so here in just a few
range.
weeks.
Yes,
So, they still have enough time to, close that cycle out because, recruiting ain't done till that pin's on the paper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
With NIL.
Oh yeah, with
transfer.
transfer portal. So I mean. That's another thing. OU's gonna have to dip into the transfer portal. I really think a lot of those A&M guys will put their name in there. You'll see a bunch of guys that are probably highly rated last year and the year before that haven't got their chance yet. They'll go ahead and hit the portal. So I mean, I still have hope for OU next season. Now, do I think they're going to be national championship or even Big 12 conference championship contenders? No, but I hope to see an improved team for sure.
Did you hear that Worthy's leaving? Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's going to USC though.
Think so?
I think so.
Who's that?
Xavier
Texas.
Worthy, that wide receiver at Texas. I think he's everything that I've seen saying that if he enters the transfer portal, USC is likely to land him.
Okay, big time. So we'll keep on moving on. You had Georgia beating up on Georgia Tech 37-14.
That game was close early.
It was close early. But Georgia says we're number one. I don't know why they're number one. That quarterback, man, I mean,
he gets the job.
He gets the job done. He does, man. I mean, little Urkel gets the job done. I got to give it to him, though. But, I mean, for the overall, though, man, Georgia's a team. Then you have Michigan. Michigan is, I mean, I'll tell you.
I like Michigan.
I like Michigan a lot.
Harbaugh has done a good job, man. He's got some great
I was high on him
man.
at the beginning of the season. I remember we was having this conversation. You were like, nah, Michigan, nah. I was like,
I just tell you,
they got some guys.
Ohio State, man, it's just, man, they started off hot, man. But
they don't play anyone.
Well, it's not even that they play anyone. It's that they got hot, and you got to keep your foot in the gas, man. And that's the thing about it, man. They got up 10-0, and then Michigan kept coming back in and kept saying, JJ.
It's soft.
They are soft.
And that's why they got punched.
Yeah. And, I mean, then you got JJ that kept saying the guy can throw deep. And if you're saying the guy can't throw deep, you can't cover deep, Ohio State. I mean, that's where he got all his touchdown passes from. He threw for 3 touchdown passes, over 60-some yards because you're not covering nobody deep. But, I mean, I just say right now, Michigan might be the best team that has got a good chance to win the national championship. They got all the phases, offense, defense, special teams. Probably got one of the best field goal kickers in the
backs. They just got a whole bunch of backs.
I mean, best field goal kicker in probably college football. The biggest upset of all day was South Carolina knocking off Clemson. Spencer Rattler, he's smoking his cigar. He finally got something done. He beats Clemson 31-0. 31-30.
Clemson needs to tell.
Clemson. Ajay Ula, whatever his name is, man. I mean, he's just overrated. Right. And he came out. He was on that QB show. He was a top-notch QB 11, whatever it is. But he ain't done nothing since that show. He's overrated. And the guy they got backing up supposed to be a top-notch QB, and he ain't that good neither. So
I think he was the highest-rated quarterback in last year's cycle.
Yeah, but
you don't think he's that good?
No.
Or does he think it's just QB development at the school?
It might be QB development at the school. I think, man.
Because the only notable quarterback to come out of Clemson is Deshaun Watson.
And he was an athlete.
And Boyd was pretty good though when he was
an
there
athlete.
For a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I tell you, the biggest thing though is TCU, man. I think they got to surprise everybody in the Big 12, man. The team. I don't even think how many games.
I had them finishing last in the conference. I remember I made like a ranking. I had them finishing last in the conference.
Looking at the Big 12 standings, and he was just flopped. It was crazy.
From last year to this year.
Just in history of Big 12, everything's just flopped.
And they got a backup
And then
quarterback.
you got 4 new teams joining next year. So.
Yeah,
Right.
And they got a backup quarterback. Iowa State, they've always been a pretty good team, and TCU just put it on and beat them 62-14.
You think they have the juice though?
Who?
TCU.
To win it?
That's
Not
what I was
to
about
win
to
it,
ask.
just to.
Yeah, I think they'll have a tough time next week playing K-State in the Big 12 championship.
Is K-State's quarterback back though?
I don't know about that. K-State look good even with the backup. They beat Kansas last night 47-27. That just kind of shows you where they're at though. So, but don't go get a Big 12 to TCU. K-State's gonna play for it. I was hoping it's gonna be TCU in Texas, but K-State
I don't want to see Texas competing for a Big 12.
No, I'm just saying. I just think you'd have got a better football and ticket sales.
I think Kansas State's a better team.
Kansas do bring a lot of people.
That's not
You're right
bring.
about that. Well, they do bring some fans though, and they got a good chance to win.
Kansas State has a good fan base.
Yeah,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's still not going to bring that. I want to watch it.
Because K-State's football.
I think it'll be a great game. I honestly do. I think
You're
it'll be
not
a good
listening
game.
to me, man. I'm saying it's going to be a good game, but it's not going to bring that. I want to sit down and watch this game.
Yeah,
I'm
because
just gonna
last night
record it or Google
If
it.
Texas was playing, I wouldn't want to watch it.
Yeah, but you're not a Tex fan. You're
Why?
you're a big OU Homer fan. Your team sucks, E. Just give it up. They are not very good this year.
I don't like the sight of burnt orange.
You don't like Bijan? Ain't he got it on? Get out of here.
That ain't burnt orange. This is brown.
E,
I don't know. This is
6
brown,
and
man.
6. E, 6 and 6. 6 and 6.
I like watching Bijan. That's the reason.
No, I don't like Texas quarterback. I think
they misuse him. I think Bijan would have been better somewhere else.
Yes, I think he needs to go. I know he got all his money.
He seems like an asshole.
He just cut his hair, clean yourself up, young man.
He seems like he's better than everybody.
Yeah,
I don't think the locker room likes him.
He don't. The balls he throw floaters out there, man. I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, you talking about the quarterback?
At Texas, yeah. What's his name?
Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Sleepy Ewers. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
The guy always looked like he's sleepy. We had a kid on our team that looked just like him.
Night Quill.
Night Quill's what they call him. Well, folks, we're gonna get to this high school football.
Let's do it.
Because we got some people going to the finals. And I tell you right now, a team up there in Tulsa is probably doing the moonwalk, the sea walk, or any kind of walk. It's a Wassel. Beating the undefeated Union in 6 overtime. And I know those refs are taking heat because they didn't know what was going on more as Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder because they didn't know, couldn't see nothing. Because in overtime, you flip one time and then you keep go. You stay. You don't keep flipping every time.
They flipped every overtime?
They flipped every time.
Yeah, they flipped the coin every
time
before every single.
It switches over, and we paying these guys OSSA.
So they made their own.
Y'all should be on punishment.
They made their own rules.
Made their own rules. I'm telling you, like Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles didn't know what the hell was going on.
The hell?
I'm just telling you.
I've never seen it in my life.
And I don't think that caused the game. I don't because Union played tight. That's what happens when you're undefeated. What did I say? It's hard to go undefeated. It's hard. I'm telling you. Because, man, if you watch that game, Union played tight. Owasso just did the little things, man. They ran the quarterback, man, and it looked like a slow development play, but then next thing you know, he's getting 4 to 5 yards.
So they Bigs beat him?
Who?
They Bigs beat him?
They Bigs beat him. They Bigs beat him.
Bigs beat him.
They Bigs beat him. Biggs and Jinx was a good game. It's tied up at 14-14, but Bigsby said, hey, we going back. Well, this is our 9th consecutive time playing for a title game that ties Morrison for the state record. Owasso said, hey, we ain't shabby neither. We played, this is our 3rd time and won 2 of them. Mm-hmm. So somebody got to give up next Friday.
I think it'll be a good game if Owasso throw.
They throw the ball. I'll tell you this.
Because secondary, Bigsby secondary is their weakness.
I told you at the beginning of the year, and we're sitting there watching this on a Thursday night, and I said, man, Bigsby going to lose some games. They ain't the same team. Because Cole Adams in there, he was killing them. Mm-hmm. But he get hurt. Yeah. But Owasso found a way because Owasso was giving Bigsby everything they wanted at the beginning of the year, the first game of the season. Hurt? Oh, he out for the season. He's gonna sign with Alabama. Top receiver gonna sign with Alabama. But his brother played little short receiver. Yeah. But I'm telling you this though, Owasso is gonna put something. Is it Blankenship the head coach for them? I think it's one of the Blankenship.
I think so.
It's gonna put something together for him though. I'll tell you, it's gonna be a good game because.
Go ahead. If Owasso can throw. It's gonna be a close game because Bigsby's secondary is not that good. You all right over there?
I'm all right, man. Got a little head cold. Excuse me.
And if they make that quarterback throw, Bigsby's quarterback, because he's not accurate. I'm just telling you what I see.
Number 10?
Right. He's not a thrower.
What's his name, Big E?
Connor Kirby.
I know you say he's not accurate, but he's kind of he's kind of like the Tebow.
He's good on your short passes. That's why I said.
But that's all you need. That's
right,
all they want to do.
That's why
though.
Wasso needs a press.
But Jonah, when you got that big offensive line that can lean on you, lean on you, lean on you.
Time out. That's why I said Wasso needs a press. Go man in the back and load the box because that's all they want. They want to spread it out for 10 can run.
They did spread it out.
And they want to do pop passes. Make him throw fades. Press the receivers. Run him in the back and load that box. Have a hat on a hat. Because what happens, they get 7 linemen and they just blow you off the field and he finds a gap and he goes.
I feel bad.
Why?
Because I said Union and Bixby played for the state championship. And Union got beat. And I know.
Were you a bad luck charm for him?
I might be.
That is true. Everything you say is going to win.
I know everybody be like, don't pick me. Don't pick me. Don't pick us this week. But I'm just saying, I think Union played tight, though. That was one of their main reasons they just played so tight. If you watch that game, everything was, they really didn't get on the scoreboard until Wasso's quarterback threw a pick and he took it back. And then they had a chance to win the ball game and they missed the extra point. So that's what I'm saying. You play tight the whole game. Then you play 6 overtimes and you couldn't. You're supposed to be the team to win and you rank number.
Underdog stay in the game.
You can't let the underdog stay in the game. And guess what's going to happen when you do? He's going to bite you.
Yep.
Moving on to the small 6A. And we still got these 2 helmets on the table for a reason.
I'm telling you, don't. What's this? A steal?
That's that gold standard.
I don't know about no gold standard.
That's that gold standard.
That's Midwest City stuff, boy. Get out of there.
Midwest City, some fool's gold. Where are they at this week? At home?
Man, come on, dog. I'm going to tell you something. I'm trying to be nice. I don't want nobody texting me.
Where's your rings at, you?
You talking about old stuff, man.
I am old. Where's your rings at, baby?
I'm going to keep it real with you real quick. Because I'm pretty sure it's like, congratulations to Tata.
I told you, still my man. I like him.
I'm just telling you, you can't give it still. You gotta get Juju. You gotta give Juju some love. You gotta give Connor Stover some love.
Stover, I know he's my buddy, but like even if he wasn't, this the past few weeks, I think the past 3 or 4,
8 to 10 touchdowns, don't he?
Yeah, I think just in the past 4
and
weeks.
he's humble. Yeah. That's all I like. Is humble.
How'd he get them passes?
The man of whatever y'all call him.
I don't call him nothing.
He's tall. He's like 6'3".
I call him QB1. That's what I'm calling him.
Connor Stover. He's like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", 81. 81.
81.
Okay.
We had him on the show a few
weeks back. And he's quick for his size. He's very quick. I remember I saw he had like an 80-yard touchdown the other week.
What's his name's probably the MVP of that game? What's his name? Juju?
Yeah,
What's his real name?
I don't know that.
Okay. Everybody just calls him Juju.
But I tell you the difference with him is that he can take a little 2-yard pass
and take it to the
house. Get you 10 to 15 yards before he's tackled.
He breaks tackles.
He's real quick. He's not very big. He does a lot of things on the outside. One thing if you're looking at Tata's offense, there's still more. They're just down deep passes. I don't see no slants. I don't see no outs. I don't see no curls.
But I think that's just by design, though.
No, but I'm saying
open over top. Take it.
But let me tell you something though. I'm gonna break it down as coaching right now. If I'm Stillwater, I'm just gonna sit in the zone because everything they do is gonna come in the zone.
They don't have no intermediate passes.
That's it.
Single high or two safeties or one safety.
I tell you what the difference.
Who's the number one go-to guy deep though?
I don't know.
You can just have.
I really think it's going to be Jax whenever he's healthy.
Jax ain't really had like a big. I know he's been hurt and he's come back, but last week I would say Stover and Juju was the man. I know Jax had a touchdown, but I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think. Not taking that from Muskogee. Big fan of Franklin, but I don't think he was put in a position to beat Chata. I think
he doesn't have the weapon.
I think he was happy to. The team was happy to be there. But to me, you can't do all of that play action when a team is just blitzing every time.
They're just coming. You ain't got time to do a 360.
If you're going to do that shit, man, run a screen. Then run one screen. No quarterback draws. When you got him outside, and you could have
probably coming. They're not reading
You probably could have took the ball all day. He beat 18 over the top one time. Keep doing that. I watched you play against Carl Arbor. Your receivers ran great routes. But, Carl Arbor don't bring that same type of pressure that Chata does, and Chata was getting after him.
Somebody wasn't watching film.
And then their DBs is just.
Choctaw's not reading it. They're just going.
They're just going. And their
defense.
Screen
the hell out of them.
And Muskogee's defense, man, they're letting the guys run. You're running next to the guy and letting him catch the ball. Do you tackle him? Go for the ball and try to knock it down. Yeah. Is that hard?
Well, if you're not taught that at practice, you're not going to do it.
What are these guys are getting $100,000 a coach and teach them what? Teach them. Overall, you had I mean, don't get me wrong, because Choctaw got two guys on the edge with Jackson and Will.
Yeah, Smith.
You know, I mean, you got some they got some young linebackers in there. You got McConnell's boy, just a sophomore, number 12. You got him in the game, man.
That guy, he's just instinctive. Like, he knows where that ball's going to be. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you got some young guys out there trying to take advantage of some of them mismatches, brother.
Somebody didn't watch film.
I'm
what
just
I
saying.
gotta say.
Football IQ.
IQ.
Baby,
So, I mean, now you got
Need to
still,
get that
you know,
tattooed on you.
he was sitting there saying before we got started that he thinks, oh, man, you know, Choctaw going to blow Stillwater away. What? Choctaw was blowing.
I didn't say they blow them away.
You said, man, they beat. They played.
Only thing about Stillwater, you don't know where the pressure's coming from because they run that zone.
But I'm gonna say Stillwater was up big on Deer Creek, and I think they just threw the flag. And I'm telling you right now, them coaches, these two teams hate each other.
Right.
They hate each other. So it's gonna be a little bit more. They're gonna be a little bit more fire. And
I might even go watch that game.
I'm going.
Oh yeah, we're going for sure.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock at UCO.
UCO.
I'll be at work.
Call in sick. You got all.
He gonna say call in sick on YouTube.
Does the boss watch the YouTube channel?
Somebody watch.
Hey, if Jonah's boss, if you're watching this, just let him all.
I'm calling in sick on Friday.
Give him some of that PTO.
He's stupid, man.
I love it. Hey, I'm just saying, man, be there, be square. It's going to be, Coach Corbin said, whiteout. Well, I mean, congratulations to him, man. I mean, he deserved it, man. They've been in the state championship, but, you know, we talked about, and I'm not knocking nobody. Don't take it wrong because everybody's going to take it wrong. But when you play a schedule like that, man, there was only really, 3 teams in it?
Hey,
well, they just beat they just beat the second best team on the other side pretty handily.
Muskogee got one player to me.
I mean,
and they didn't use him. They got him doing 360s in the backfield.
He was doing 360s in the backfield.
Why are you doing a 360?
He kept doing the 3 different
on 3rd and 4.
Honestly, I was at work when the game was going on. It was Black Friday.
No,
it was crazy. I
I
didn't have a chance. I didn't have a chance.
What was it?
It was Black Friday.
That's what I'm talking about. It was Black
Friday. working at Best Buy at Black Friday.
You
man.
better be working at Best Buy on Black Friday.
Before he had to work.
I was at home.
I love it. But you know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a good game between Stillwater and Choctaw. I can't pick the winner because, I think Choctaw do have the edge with the weapons they got if Stillwater can slow them down. One thing I can tell you what Stillwater is going to do, they're going to keep Choctaw's offense off the field by milking the clock and using their back and their back and their offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Gundy's a 6'4" guy. You know, he runs a little bit, he falls forward, he's going to get you 2 or 3 yards. They're going to just milk the clock. If Choctaw's offense is not on the field, guess what? They can't score.
Choctaw's going to have to play smart.
You can't have those penalties.
Yeah, you can't have penalties. That's been a problem for Choctaw for the past several seasons. You can't have penalties. You're going to have to play disciplined, smart.
Penalty team at the wrong time.
Yeah. You know, that's what beat them.
That's what I thought was going to happen
Friday. That's why I think if Choctaw can play a clean game and limit penalties.
They came out, man. They want this, man.
They came out hot, but then when Muskogee was on the end zone, they kept going offside. So I was like, here we go again.
Yeah, you got to fix those little things, though, man. But like I said, I really can't pick this one, man. It can go either way. Either team has won a state championship. You know, Stillwater's been there and lost.
They've been knocking on the door for the past few years.
Yeah, it's been there. Now either one of them have bigs being away, so they both get to face each other. I know they played each other early in the year in the scrimmage, but a lot of things have changed since the scrimmage. You know, like I said, I still think Choctaw got more weapons. You know, with Juju, Stover, you know, Jackson, and then you got Latrell. You know, then QB. I think they got some things they can do, even with Will lining him out. I'm trying to figure Will out. I don't know if Will is better on the offensive side of the ball or the defensive side of the ball.
He's just an athlete, man.
Well, I'm not even saying that, Big E. He does a lot of arm tackling, big as he is. He needs to make people feel that he's
you got to think that he hasn't been playing football long. He's still got he's still learning that.
He
got another year.
You make excuses.
I'm just saying he's young.
He's been playing for 3
I had the same problem. I didn't start playing football till freshman year. Man, I still had a lot to learn. I know
if you can tackle, you can tackle.
Tackle.
My little one at home.
He was a basketball player.
Well, no, I'm just saying. I think the kid is really legit on offense. You know, it's something he's got to figure out. Is he want to play offense in college? Because I think he's dangerous when he gets the ball in his hands.
He's tall.
He's tall.
He's
probably
big.
about
He's probably like
6'4",
6'3",
What
6'4",
position
probably
is he?
like 200.
They got him playing defensive end and
Something.
tight end. He's not even playing tight. He's playing outside.
They kind of
receiver.
line him up everywhere. They play him
Yeah,
outside.
yeah.
They'll line him up
He's
inside.
a good
every
kid,
now
though.
and then.
I'm just saying he's got to figure out what's
Well,
he going to
defensive
do.
end, that's more.
I'll tell you this, though, man.
Yeah, he has the size for defensive end.
I'm gonna tell you
that's
this,
how
though.
you usually tackle a defensive
If
end.
Connor Stover probably would have started last year tight end and this year tight end, he's going small D1, D2.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Aaron McCollum put something like pick this kid up, and he's not lying.
College coaches, if you're watching the show, pick up if you need a tight end, go get Connor Stover from Choctaw.
You got to realize he's his NIL deal guy.
Yeah,
Best Buy.
I'll be his agent.
NIL Best Buy.
Yeah, I'll give him a Best Buy deal.
He gave him a free stick.
20% off family.
He gave him a free joystick from the Xbox.
Yeah, damn it.
Well, let's move on to 5A.
5A.
Oh, wait a second. Who y'all gonna pick though? Who you
For
picking?
who?
Choctaw, Stillwater.
I think if Choctaw plays a clean game and can limit penalties, I think they will win. But they got to play clean.
I haven't watched much of Stillwater, but I say Choctaw. I think they finally get one.
Yeah.
Get one.
Was his third time a charm or whatever?
Yeah.
We'll move on to 5A. You got McAllister over Bishop McGinnis. Bishop McGinnis jumped out big time over McAllister. Is up 15-0. Then without their star OU commit Eric McCarty, he didn't play. He's hurt. He's recovering. You probably won't see him until he's in that OU uniform. But Bishop McGinnis, man, I don't know what happened.
That have no dogs.
Just it whole changed.
They just don't have no dogs.
And McAllister just took over, man. They went with their backup running back, Blaze Ball. He put on the show.
I would have known that was a backup.
Yeah.
I was like, who is this cat?
24 carries, 243 yards, 2 TDs.
Wow.
McAllister finished with over 539 yards of total offense, and Bishop had 282. The quarterback, Leahy, I think he was 12 for 22 for 106 yards.
I think Carl Albert put up the blueprint.
How to
just run the ball.
And then
when you got a back like him, man, I mean, that size matched up with that speed.
You talking about Carl Albert?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
We'll get to them in a second. I'm just finishing up on Bishop.
My bad.
Then he had 15 carries for 68 yards, and Dakota Morton had 10 carries for 84 yards. The Buff defense, they forced 3 turnovers. 2 for interception, 1 fumble.
There you go. That's what wins you games.
I'll tell you right there. That's exactly it.
Turnovers.
And everybody talk about this is a great matchup. Carl Albert really didn't want to face Bishop McGinnis again. It's always hard to beat a team twice, but what McAllister did to Bishop McGinnis in the second half, went on a 22 to 25 unanswered points to win that ball game. I think I'll probably be a little bit more scared of McAllister because, 1, they was here last year and they lost. 2, we lose our starting running back, but guess what? Somebody else stepped up and coach.
Will he have that same type of game though?
I say yes. I say yes because you're in the state championship, man. This is it. You ain't got nothing to lose. You got to ball out and go home. Last year you had a snot bubble. They had this tissue I had in my hand. And they were cleaning their nose because snot bubbles from getting beat by Collinsville. Carl Albert. Reed. It's gonna be a great game because both teams want to win. Carl Albert. They're going for what? They've been there the 6 of the last
35.
6 of the last 7 years they've been there. Got beat last year in the semifinals and easily could have went last year. Collinsville knocks them off and they go off and win the state championship. Play McAllister, they're back for the second year in a row. Everybody counting them out when Eric goes down. Now they come back with their backup running back and he does good things. Their defense, you notice. You was at that McAllister Dale City game. You can't count this team out. They were down by 14, 15 points against Dale City.
With a minute 30 left.
Yes, and came back and put up 2 touchdowns. So
I'm retiring after that.
And they'll hit you in the mouth. I know X-Rob is, the starting tailback over at Carl Albert. He had a hell of a night too. You look at his numbers, man. The kid had 14 carries, 265 yards, and 3 TDs.
That's how you run the ball, big man. You're not a scat back. Put your shoulders down, run them boys over.
Yeah, but I tell you, when you got Reed the Crazy, that helps you a lot, man.
Right.
He's done some big time things. They ended up beating Grove 55-21. Like I said, they're gonna play this. Out of the last 7 years, they've been there. They played for it 6 times. Reed was 10 for 12, 214 yards, 8 carries for 45 yards, 2 TDs. Like I said, we talked about X-Rob. Tayshawn had a 75-yard touchdown in a pick. Trey had a long touchdown catch, and then Tristan had a 75-yard punt return, and then the defense. To me, I thought Emmanuel was one of the top backs in the state, but Carl Albert said, "Not today, young man. I don't care what you do up in Grove, but you ain't gonna do it up here."
But that's more that they just put men in the box and.
But they shut him down. But
Not really, I don't think they did.
He had 129 yards, 1 TD. That's shut down.
Yeah, that's a hell of a day for a back.
129 yards.
That's not shutting down.
That's
because they couldn't pass. If you could pass, and that opens it up.
I just tell you right now, Grove and all them other teams, Elgin, Mirror City, those conference was weak. Those district was weak, and now you go play somebody. Now you get hit in the mouth.
But Carl
Albert put up 55. I mean,
he did more than
it's not a bad day, but I'm saying,
that's a hell of a day. You averaging 100. I mean, you get 100 yards. That's
a hell of a day is what X-Rob did. 265, 3 TDs.
No,
he had 198 yards in the half.
Time out. That's not. I ran tailback before. That's just a day that you're just feeling it. This is a hell of a day. 129. That's.
I mean, I'm
you're telling me if Zeke Elliott has 130 yards and a touchdown, you saying he had a bad game?
He did NFL.
It's football. It's
football.
He did his job.
I mean,
everybody else didn't do that.
You say he did his job, but I'm just saying. I mean, looking at the young man, is he a D1 back? No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He's a D1.
Don't
athlete.
listen to him, Emmanuel. You
No,
don't know what he's talking about.
I'm not knocking Emmanuel. The kid is a hell of an athlete. I'm just saying.
He's a D1 back.
He got to put some more meat on.
No, he don't.
Okay, that's fine. You look at the kids that go D1.
Do you want to be a pickup truck or a Ferrari?
Man, I'm a Ferrari.
All right, so why didn't he put on? He probably put on about 5-10 clean more pounds.
He said he put on 20 pounds.
How much you think he weighed last night looking at him on TV?
About 175, 185. That's good for a back.
He's lean. He's not like
why?
He's lean.
He's fast.
Yeah. He is fast. I'm just saying. We have our opinion here.
If I can't get caught, I can't get tackled. You ever see?
I mean, I think if you put him on any other team, you put him on. I mean, you probably put him on Bishop McGinnis. You probably put him somebody with a great offensive line.
I don't really think he needs a line.
No, he put up the numbers he did at Grove. I mean,
right, he's shifted. He could take one to the house at any time.
No, he can. I mean, like I said, Carl Albert I thought they did a good job. Their defense did a good job against him.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't. They loaded the box, and he still got 129 yards. That's because they couldn't throw the ball. If you throw the ball, it opens it up. He's probably going to get 200 to 300 yards,
some
just
play
like
action.
he did.
It opens up play action.
I don't know. I mean, the score was 55, so you ain't no telling when they put their second team guys in and gave up that. So ain't no telling.
In the first half, I still think he was averaging. He was getting first down.
And
that's
I mean,
they shot themselves.
They shot themselves in the foot the first couple of times. I mean, the score should have been 20 to 13 at one point in time. Number 15 catches the ball that hits him right in the hands. He walks into the end zone. You know what I'm saying?
They can't throw the ball.
No, I mean, like I said,
he kept them ahead of the chains. He kept them second and 5.
He's a great player. I don't know if he's a big time Power 5 back.
Yes, he is.
I don't know about that. I'm just saying.
I mean, he's getting looks from Arkansas.
I think he is.
They said they want him to walk on, Big E.
That's fine. Walk on.
I mean, I think he should go to Oklahoma State.
You can go to Oklahoma State.
Go to OU.
I'll probably go OU for Oklahoma State.
Go to OU.
Well, no, you got those freshmen.
Yeah, you got some guy. You might get buried on the depth chart, but I mean, you could separate yourself. But anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Right.
So you think McAllister or Carl Albert?
Man, I don't know. Carl Albert,
if Big Man runs like he did yesterday,
but
and
McAllister, you just can't count him out. We picked against him time and time again.
Biggie, I want to ask you a question real quick. I know you got a chance to go out there on Thanksgiving Day. What did Carl Albert tradition? I mean, what did it feel like to you just watching him and being at Dell City? Seeing Dell City, seeing Midway City, and even Choctaw. What did it mean like to you watching them practice on Thanksgiving Day? What was it like?
I mean, it's very organized. Those kids, they were very locked in.
Yes,
after we interviewed a kid, they're throwing on that helmet and they're right back into the cuddle. Like there's no lollygagging around. It's all strictly business over there. So I mean, and that's why that they win so many games and so many championships and they got so many gold balls. So I mean, it's just the tradition and culture. A lot of people say it doesn't matter, but it does. I mean, you see, that's why I think Carl Albert. They're always going to be a team that's going to be good.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, that's what it is. You got to establish a culture, and then from there, everything will just solve itself out.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you see, I mean, you look at them. You got to give it up to Coach Don and the Coach
Corbin.
Corbin, because they both come from Dell City. Yeah. They're both going for their first gold ball. To win it, I know they both, it's kind of been there. Corbin's been there once before. I know Dunn's his first time as a head coach at Carl Albert, and Corbin's been there a head coach at Choctaw.
Yeah.
Both coached at Dale City. Went on to one goes to go to Carl Albert, and Corbin goes to Choctaw. But I mean, they both come out of that Dale City with a bunch of athletes and made it to playoffs and did good things. But they go to a different program, and like I said, you talk about the culture of Carl Albert. It's really, really strong, man. Like you said, everybody was locked in. There was no jilly jacking around. It was all business. Coach Don came over and sat over and talked to us. Coach V came over. Vineyard came over and talked to us, man. Shot the BS with us a little bit. You can just kind of see it was all business. None of the other coaches really recognized you, man. It was all business, which is cool with me. You do your thing. I will say this about Carl Albert. I had a daughter graduate from there. My boys went there for a little bit, and I moved them out. And then I had, my youngest one is there now. I feel like Carl Albert is like a private school, though. I feel like
I can see that.
I feel like they're a little bit uppity than everybody else, man. Nothing bad,
they
but
they took it back to the 1960s a couple weeks ago, didn't they? Had dogs out there, fire hose and everything out there.
But you know what I'm saying? I just felt like, I don't know if you felt that way, E. I felt like they was.
They think they're too good.
You said
Keep
it late, you said it late, but got it straight. A little bit too good, my whole point, we pull up, man. It was like, oh, keep it 100s here, keep it 100s here. It's like, they were mad at me and he was there.
Is it because you said negative stuff about him?
The show was called Keep It 100. It ain't called Keep It Carl Albert.
Right.
Or Keep It Dale City.
Or
Keep It Choctaw.
Right.
Everybody's been mad, but everybody wants you to say it. When you're saying good things about them, everybody's happy. But one time you say something bad about them, everybody get upset. The one kid, Reed, was like, man, you always pick the other teams. You don't pick us. It doesn't matter who I pick. It's a talk show. It's not a Carl Albert show. The show's not called Keep It Carl Albert. It's called Keep It 100. So,
it's called your opinion.
My opinion. That's it. But the funny thing is, I know you guys are watching it because you know what I'm saying. So keep watching it, keep liking, keep retweeting, whatever you got to do. We're gonna move over to 4A. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going to 4A. You had Cushing over Elk City. They found how to stop that triple threat option.
Somebody's still running triple threat option.
And that the Blaze. He said, "I'm gonna show you how to stop that triple threat, beat them 56-14." And then the team that Pig Poto will not be making it to the championship. Get knocked off by my boy Wagner. Knocks them off 30-0. So it's gonna be Cushing and Wagner playing for the 4A state championship. And these teams already played earlier this year, and Cushing beat them 40-0. So you tell me how Wagner can make up 40 points, and I give everybody $1.
Every game's every game. I don't know. Turnovers, I don't know.
I'm just saying.
If Cushing come out like cocky, like McGinnis did, and you guys keep home.
Nah, Blaze got beat the first round. I don't think Blaze gonna get nothing up, man. I can see him winning his state championship and running off to New
Humans
Mexico
are
State.
humans.
Well, I'm just telling you right now. I'm picking Cushing to win over Wagner. I know even though they got Rodriguez's little brother playing, but they're going to need more. And Rodriguez's little brother, they might need him to come from the Detroit Lions and help them out because Cushing will knock off Wagner in the state championship next week.
Hey, Cushing, I'm sorry, but his picks.
Cushing will win. Yeah. Cushing will win over Wagner.
Man.
Hey, Cushing, he don't mess Cushing up, man.
Cushing will win. Blaze got me. Blaze got me.
Man, Dad, all this crazy weather has gotten our roof and gutters all messed up.
Good thing we know some guys over at Rain Down Roofing and Gutters. They can inspect and repair your roof and gutters and get in contact with your insurance company in 72 hours or less.
Call Jay Hunt at Rain Down Roofing and Gutters at 405-473-0674. No job is too big or too small for Rain Down Roofing and Gutters. Moving on to 3A, you got Heritage Hall over my team that I picked, Verticruz, to win. Heritage Hall knocks them off.
I picked it right. I got that one right.
I got Heritage Hall knocking off Verticruz 41-20. Then you got Metro Christian knocking off Lincoln Christian 49-35. So somebody
didn't pray.
holy gonna win next week.
Somebody.
I don't care if it's Heritage Hall or
Jesus always wins.
Yeah, Jesus always wins, or Metro Christian. So who you got in that one?
You know what? I'm gonna have to go Metro Christian. But I mean, I think it'll be a close
I
game.
don't know, man. Heritage Hall, man. I mean, I thought Verticals was the best team in this bracket, so I'm gonna take Heritage Hall. I mean, they always find a win. I mean, they got a couple dogs over there, man. I know somebody was on Twitter yesterday complaining that no one ever talks about their guys over there, and you will hear about them this week. So hopefully we'll hear about those guys he's talking about over in Heritage Hall. So I'm gonna pick Heritage Hall to
it
win this
costs $15,000 a year to go there. Talking about you.
one. So moving on to
Give me a
2A.
discount. I'll talk about you.
You give me a discount.
You're
we'll
right, I'll
talk
send my
about
little one over.
2A, we had Victory Christian over Chandler, 46-35, a big game. To me, I think it's a big upset. You got Jones knocking off Kiefer. Wasn't Kiefer the one that beat Beggs?
Yep.
And won the district championship. So Jones, man, Jones is finding a way to win, man. I mean, that's what they're doing out there, Jones. All they do is win, win, win. But you know they have a tough game coming up. They knock off Kiefer 27-19. And then the number one team in 2A, Washington over Idabel 47-6. And then you got Millwood over what is that? Sequoia? What is
Sequoia.
that?
Yeah,
Sequoia. 49-30.
Millwood got a pretty good receiver.
Yeah, they got some athletes over there. I think the championship game is going to be Washington versus Millwood. I think that's a championship game, but you're going to see that championship game
Is
in the
that
semifinals.
not what I picked at the beginning of the season? You called me crazy for picking Millwood.
Get him, E.
I just said I think that's a championship game, but one of them ain't going to make it to the championship.
That's right.
But you got Victory Christian over, versus Jones. I think Victory Christian to beat Jones. I think Jones has had a hell of a year, but I think their luck's going to run out. I know they're not Irish. Their Irish just ran out last week. Theirs will run out this week. And then you got Washington versus Millwood. They can go either way, but I think you're going to have Washington versus Victory Christian. This is, folks, now this is only in the semifinals. Every other game was in the finals.
You got Victory Christian going to the...
I got Victory Christian beating Jones.
Victory Christian don't play Jones.
Who do they play?
Victory Christian plays Millwood.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Right,
Oh, my fault, man. That's why you got my
So
back.
you got Washington playing Millwood in the finals, semifinals.
So you got
No, Washington and Millwood would be the final.
yes.
Yeah.
Be the
so
final.
So
Final,
you got Jones versus Millwood.
Yep. Or Jones versus Washington.
You got it flip.
No, I'm saying this Friday night, who plays who? Because
Jones plays Washington. Victory Christian plays
Yeah.
Millwood.
Yeah,
so-
you got to flip.
So yeah, it'd be Millwood and Jones, and Millwood and Washington in the finals, and then I'll make that pick next week.
All right.
Is there any other teams that anybody else y'all can think of, or going into this these last week of high school football? Man, it's been a good year. Some of these kids is showed out and got their name. I know we kind of debated that Emmanuel Crawford is he's D1. I think he's a small D1. I think he's a good Tulsa, SMU.
No.
I mean, I don't know if
He's like
He's
a day one guy if he goes there.
he's
What
fast.
do you mean?
Day one plays day one.
If he goes to one of them schools.
Yeah.
So I mean, you really think he can give OU or OSU that impact they need?
He's
Yes,
quick.
He's
He
fast,
hits his
the hole
holes.
fast, and he's lateral. His lateral quickness
Yes.
is quick
So why you think ain't nobody picked him up then?
because he plays.
He
at
plays
Grove.
at Grove.
That has nothing to do with it. That's
How's it
bullshit.
not?
How does that
Excuse
not?
my French. That has nothing to do with
If
it.
he's playing
can
that,
play any
you put
school
him.
you
You
want.
put him in Bixby. You
If
put
that's
him
the
in.
case-
I think you put him in
in
Bixby,
Owasso.
but
This
I'm
guy
saying
has every D1
every-
offer.
I'm about to get him right here. So why didn't Gabe get a scholarship?
Don't get started on that. I'm trying to be nice to people because Gabe was 5'8".
What does that mean?
Well, he went to Choctaw. They're giving out scholarships every year now.
Why?
You tell me why. He did get a scholarship. He's wrestling in college what he wanted to
I'm
do.
not asking you that.
He's wrestling in college what he wants to do. My
If
kid
you're
is
not playing at a good school,
It has
does-
nothing to do with it. Choctaw,
does
you can sit
recruits
there and
probably,
say-
you
can
think
say-
someone in Alabama know where Grove is?
It has
They gonna
nothing-
go to college?
It doesn't
If
matter if you
the
have a Twitter
teams
page.
like-
No,
teams
time
like-
out.
What?
If you have a Twitter page, I'm on Twitter page a lot. If you have a Twitter page, people's gonna find out where you at. No matter, you could be in Mesquite,
Does
Texas.
he have a Twitter page?
Yeah, he
Is
got
he
a Twitter
posted?
page. The kid is a smart kid. The kid has everybody knows his story.
But you know how it is.
No,
It takes time
Nobody-
out.
I'ma
Let
tell
me
you,
it
you
takes
know
one school to hit on him. Then all of a sudden,
But he has
30,000
What did
schools.
he say when we talked to him? He said he had school, Kansas, Colorado. You had schools hitting on him. They have nobody's closed the deal.
But not
yet.
an offer yet.
Yeah,
No.
but,
If you got once
the
you
thing
get that
about-
offer, then the ball gets
but
rolling.
why are they not hit? I mean, you see what he could do each week. He's putting up numbers. You just sat there and said right there he had 129 yards. That's a good night. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I'm saying if he's having that, if he did that against Colorado defense, a team that's been in the state championship
I don't know if he's going to camps. I don't know any of that stuff.
He's done all that. He said he's been to camps. He's put on the meat. He's done everything that when we talked to him. He said he's done
a late
all this
bloomer.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm saying I don't know if he's a Power 5 kid. I'm not saying
What school
that.
kid he not go to?
What do you mean? What school he can't go? I don't think he's an Alabama kid. I don't think he's a Clemson.
Oh, that's
I don't
a different
think
type of back though.
I'm saying though, I think he can go to Tulsa. I think he can go to SMU. I think he can go to
Right,
North
he can go
Texas.
but I think he can go to a bigger school.
I don't know. I mean, I think he wants to go to Oklahoma State. I mean, but I think if he does it, you redshirt.
Why
you put.
I wouldn't want to go.
But
there.
he's about as big as I mean, look at the Presley's kids. Everybody talk about
That's another
how
thing.
good they were
Tom-
when they were at Bigsby. Those kids hasn't really. And I'm not being mean, but what
That's
is
also
Presley?
another thing. You can't. If he goes to OSU, you're gonna have 3 of the same type of dudes.
Yeah, but Presley's not running. He's not a running back. He's playing receiver. He's still not having a great year. I mean, Presley's a sophomore. I mean, he's gonna be a junior.
It's all about when you graduate.
What?
So OSU's gonna have 3.
That has nothing to do with it. That's not true
How
because
is it not?
because you got the transfer
'Cause
portal
it's
now.
about
You have the transfer portal now, so a
That
lot of
hurts
those
them
kids
too.
are 26, 27 years old. Yes, you're exactly right. So it's not when you graduate.
It is. It is
Gabe
when
has
you-
a kid on his wrestling
Tom.
team that's 30 years old.
It depends on when you graduate. Depends on what the school has and what they need. It depends
But,
now because of the transfer
Okay,
portal.
but I'm sitting there saying, where can he go and play right now?
He can go anywhere and play right now.
Obviously, he can because he ain't got no ladders.
Because it depends on what you have previously.
But
OU's not going to go after him because
but
they
time
have
out.
a tailback.
Okay, so
Multiple
I'm sitting there
tailbacks.
saying Kansas was on him. They ended up
OU
going
is
with
cocky.
Kansas was on him, and they ended up going with Montrell, the kid from Biggs.
He's a 24 guy though.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's this year.
They don't need him. It's what you need.
Tulsa,
It's
Don't they got Deuce coming back next year?
Yeah,
Right.
but
It's
not
about
saying-
what you need.
Colorado, they're 1-10. They can take somebody
And then
like
Kansas locks down
Colorado probably
the
didn't even know
kid
about
from
him.
Biggs, probably because
everybody.
this
I
will be
mean,
gone.
the thing is, you say they don't know about him. Yes, you know about this kid. All you have to do is send your huddle, send your
Tony,
clip.
there's 1,000,
Man, Jonah, I've
20,000
done this. I have
tailbacks.
2 young boys that went through this. I know what I'm talking about.
And why didn't they get?
Because,
Okay.
I mean, you got to have somebody push for you. We keeping it real.
Maybe
You
that's
got to
what
push.
Maybe that's what
I
it
cannot
is.
sit there and say that Grove is not pushing for him.
Then why does he not have a scholarship?
I don't know. I'm asking you the same question. We're on this show
Where's he
talking about
ranked?
the same thing.
Where is his numbers ranked as a tailback?
He's probably one of the top.
he's the top. He's the all-time career rushing leader in 5A.
So what does that mean?
So you tell me, why is he not getting picked up?
Either
but
his
why?
coach,
But tell me
Tom,
this: why
either
is Carl
his-
Eberback only got one offer?
Either his coach.
I'm not gonna.
I don't know. I'm giving you options.
Somebody
If he
has a
all
connection at
those-
Iowa State
all-
at
if
Carl
he has
Albert. That's
all
why.
those- If he has all those stats,
Maybe
either
they feel
his
like he's not
parent-
big enough though,
He
and maybe he hasn't played the top competition.
How
5A
tall-
is still
how big is
5A
K?
is still 5A. Man,
how big
I
is
watched
K State's tailback? That doesn't
that
matter.
guy is what?
Five-
He's 5'9", about
5'7".
two,
K State's tailback is 5'5".
and he's what 220.
It
That
doesn't-
kid is
He
220.
didn't come in wearing
That
220
kid was big when he came in.
because
In
he's
his freshman year.
5'5".
It doesn't matter. This guy's what? How big is Emmanuel?
Hey, it's opinion.
I'm telling you, my
I think
opinion
he's
is,
a
I'm
D1.
just
I
saying,
think he's
why
like
is he?
5'9", 5'10".
Why is he not getting? I'm just saying the kid
because
is this
he's not
good.
getting the push.
I mean, Dale City got players left and right. They're not getting. I mean, that.
Yeah, they're also 6'4", whatever pounds.
No, I'm saying
And they're not
he got.
tailbacks.
He got. I mean, Aaron Carter. I'm just saying it really a lot of it is tied into the transfer portal. I'm telling all these kids right now. Go to JUCO. Go to JUCO. I mean, you can't say. So I'm gonna ask you this: Z.
JUCO's like
who's
football
a better?
prison.
So who's a better running back, Latrell, Ray, or Emmanuel?
Emmanuel's gonna give you everything. The Trail Ray's not every down back.
Oh, I'm not gonna sit and say he's
I
not.
mean,
Little dude?
he runs through people.
Yeah,
he,
I'm not
he
gonna sit there
runs
and
through
say
people.
that.
High school people, he's gonna do that in college?
We don't know if
Probably not.
Emmanuel's gonna do that.
Emmanuel has a bigger frame.
No.
He can put on some more weight.
Well, he probably can. He probably can. But I'm sitting there saying, why is this kid not given a chance?
The
He's
same
an all-time.
reason why Gabe, when you put on the film and watch Gabe, no matter what game
I mean,
it
He's a
is,
D1. He's
whatever
D1.
game,
I mean, it
whatever.
is, but
time
man,
out,
I'm
whatever.
not gonna get into that with Gabe. Gabe is wrestling at UCO. That's where he's
I'm
at.
giving you an example.
I'm just saying.
Whatever game you put on, you watch
You're exactly
film.
right.
He
You're
stood
exactly
out
right.
before
You're exactly
anybody.
right.
If you're not getting
but
pushed,
you know
or if
what?
you're not going
I
to
can't go
camp,
back in time what they did in 2020.
I'm giving you an example.
because I tell you right there what you're not gonna do.
What?
You're not gonna do that to Zoe Lieva Marie Johnson.
He said her
Full
full
name.
name.
And that's keeping it 100.
But what I'm
you
saying
ain't gonna
is-
do that to Noah Lewis Johnson. Lewis. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't care.
I'm just saying.
Noah got good grades.
I thought I got good grades
Well, I'm
too.
just saying
Gabe
he
got
don't-
good grades.
I'm just saying he
sitting
doesn't
there
need football.
I'm just telling you right now, the kid is a hell of an athlete. Why is he not getting picked up?
I'm telling
That's where
you.
everybody's saying an okay prep. That's what people are saying.
I'm telling
around-
you,
Politics.
His coach or
it-
someone.
I- I-
Plus,
I-
it's late in the recruiting cycle. You might already have your tailback committed. It's not tailback.
But I'm
You may
saying
only get one or two guys in your class.
There's only so many options. He's a late bloomer. Coach or parents are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm not saying I'm giving you all the options. The schools got what they need,
somebody can pick this kid up. I mean, the kid
or
is
they don't know about him.
I think
Because
he's
if
gonna be
I
a
mean,
kid.
UCO ain't even offer the kid.
From what I've heard,
UCO
we
probably
didn't
thinks
hear
he's
about-
too good for them. A lot of teams are not going to offer you.
Now,
I
Yeah,
good.
what
guarantee
about-
you, if he takes that walk-on offer to Arkansas, you're gonna be hearing his name on Saturdays 2 years from now.
No, I think you're right, but you still got Jay Hunt boy up there at Arkansas. They
And
ain't
he
the
hasn't
touchdown.
done nothing.
He's better than Jay Hunt, boy. I'm sorry, Hunt, but I'm keeping it 100.
Jay Hunt, I haven't heard his name since what? What did he graduate my year? Year after?
No, you graduated year after you did.
Yeah.
He
But
is.
I'm just saying,
No
to
hate,
me,
but I mean,
he is a Barry Sanders, a bigger Barry Sanders to me.
No,
He doesn't need a line. I'm watching him
No,
live.
no.
I'm watching him yesterday doing jump cuts. I didn't even want to watch the game because the game was boring, but I watched it because of him. He's the best back I think coming out of high school right now,
the state.
out of the state of Oklahoma. He's better than the dude from McAllister. He's better than the Carl Albert guy to me. Carl Albert guy's just a bigger guy. He's harder to tackle.
I mean,
He's more of a fullback to me.
Yeah, I think Colorado guy's gonna be.
He's
more
better
of
than
he's
the
gonna be
Bishop
more like a
McGinnis.
Shea.
He's better than the Bishop McGinnis tailback.
Yeah, I think you put a manual.
He's better than the Union tailback. Because he's going to get you a punt return, kickoff
No,
return.
and,
He's going to get you.
and you're getting a lot in this guy.
He
You know,
can put.
like I said.
He can go out that slot.
My question was, why is he not getting?
And I gave you my 5 options. That was the only thing I can think. It's not like he's not good. So it has to be one of those 5.
What do you think, Big E? Before we close this out,
I think it's just because he started coming onto the scene
Late
late
bloomer.
in the process. You know, a lot of these guys that already have offers, they've been getting these offers since at the end of their sophomore year, beginning of their junior year. He wasn't getting that attention yet because you got to think. Grove was playing in 4A last year. This is their first year in
he's at
5A.
yes, sir.
And, 5A, that's a little bit, especially with how loaded 5A was this year, you're more on a platform in 5A. 4A, nope, not many people talk about 4A. Right. So now you're in 5A. You start doing the same things that you've been doing all along, maybe better than what you were doing. And then now you're starting to catch some attention late in the cycle where a lot of schools already have their classes filled. So that's why. And plus, you got to save room.
Well,
You got to save scholarship offers for guys you want to green back. Right. You want to save offers for guys you want to go and get in the portal.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, I think that's why he doesn't get off. I think
said-
he's gonna get. He may not get like a big Power 5 offer. He's a Power 5 back, but I don't know if he'll get an offer. He will get some of those preferred walk-ons, and if I'm him, I'm taking that walk-on and I'm going and taking somebody's spot because he can go and do that.
Okay, Big E.
Yeah, I mean that's just.
I just like this. When it comes to that kind of. When it comes to that kind of stuff, I get frustrated because I think a lot of kids get left off. You can talk
You
about.
only can take so many.
I understand that, but you're like, hey, why Gabe didn't get this? My kid had options, so he took the option that, hey, I don't get hurt
just
as
giving
much.
you an
No, I
example,
know,
right?
but I'm just saying, you wonder that too. I wonder like Chase Jackson, he's at TCU.
He'll play next year. He's coming off an injury,
No,
a
I
terrible
know.
injury.
No, I'm just saying, you look for him last night, he didn't get in the game. They're beating the team pretty bad. I'm like, dang.
Why
I mean, they're
eligibility for one game.
Yeah.
He's already played this year, so he's not
How
like
many
he's
games?
redshirted.
You get to play 4 games.
But he's already redshirted.
Yeah, I think he
already
redshirted
got
his
hurt.
freshman year.
But
He's
you still
sophomore
get a
this year.
COVID year.
No, I mean some of them do, some of them don't. It depends on when
I
it started.
think he came out after the COVID,
COVID,
so I don't
If
think he has a
gets an
COVID
injury
year.
year. He can get a medical red shirt.
Well, I'm
That's
just
true.
saying though, you wonder why he didn't get in the game, because I'm ready to see what this guy can do. Like Jordan.
I think
Reeves,
he still might be a little recovering.
Jordan
I
is
mean,
probably
he shattered
transferred.
his whole kneecap. That's not
Yeah.
something that you just like.
you
That's
look
a
at
long.
Jordan. You're looking
That's a long process.
you're looking at OU. You're like, why is Jordan Reeves not on the field?
I don't think
Because
he fits.
He doesn't fit
Brenneville's
Brenneville's scheme.
He's
Honestly,
somewhere.
if he wanted to play, he probably should have went to USC with Grinch. But
well, maybe it's not too.
I mean, I don't think
I
he
always
will because
see
that's
it.
too far away from home.
I always
But
say
I'm
that.
telling you right now, USC balling though.
Yeah,
They're not balling. Not playing anybody.
They play Notre Dame.
What is Notre Dame?
I mean, look at who's on you playing. They're playing. They're getting beat by West
they
Virginia.
played the number 4 team in the nation, the
Who?
number 17 team in the nation,
Who?
TCU and K
TCU,
State.
K-State.
Man.
OSU, Texas, they're all ranked. Name me one team.
And you got beat by West Virginia. You got beat by Texas Tech.
OU's not good this year.
They're not good.
Why they're not good? Because USC took all their players.
I think. I mean,
that's
honestly,
OU.
If Caleb Williams stays at OU, I think we only have 2 losses. I think
I think we lose 2.
I think we do. I don't think Caleb Williams makes up for 49 points himself.
No.
And I think we still lose to TCU.
No, I think we lose 1 game.
Texas?
No, TCU.
You think Caleb Williams makes up for 49 points?
Yes, the defense is going to be that number 8's not good to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Caleb, he brings something out of you.
I think Dylan Gabriel, he's mediocre. He's not great.
He's a USC quarterback.
Yeah.
UCF. UCF quarterback. That's what he is. He's not a big OU quarterback.
Yeah.
Well, folks, you saw we got a little heated in here. It was cold outside. We brought the heat because, hey, man, we just like to keep it 100 because I want to see young men get the opportunity to do what they want to do at the next level. You get a lot of these kids that get to go and they're not that good, and you never hear about them. They're 4-year 50-yard line players. I mean, 50 to 50. They go to 50 and sit and watch the game.
Get off the bus, kids.
Get off the bus, guy. Look good in warm-ups, man, but, got all the gear on. But when it's time to play, man, you're just out there. I think Emmanuel Crawford, like I said, I don't know if he's a big Power 5. I think the kid should get a chance. What
does OSU have right now?
I mean, you still got Nixon. You still got Richardson. I mean,
he
ain't been
better
playing
than both of those back.
He ain't been playing. I mean, I don't know. I think the Nixon kid is pretty good. I think once you give him and God has been kind of going with everybody. I think he said, hell with it. Everybody gonna get a chance. I don't know if Richardson's hurt, but the last couple games he ain't played. But I think Richardson's is that back you come in down on 3rd and 2, you bring him in. He's not an open field back, man. He can't cut and go and take it to the house.
I know somebody who can.
Who's that?
Emmanuel Crawford.
He can. I mean, the kid is real, man. I mean, Carl Albert did a good job. I mean, like you said,
he had
if you had, that's all you got to worry about handling. I mean, you did a great job. They held him in check. I mean, the quarterback couldn't throw, the receivers couldn't catch.
They held the quarterback in check.
The quarterback is going to UCO, so I thought he threw the ball pretty good. You look at some of these kids, man. You're like, man, I mean, like I said, I thought the quarterback did a decent job. His receivers didn't help him a lot.
Oh yeah.
I think they dropped some.
What's wrong?
I know we had a little bit of noise going behind, but like I said, I think it's going to be a great game between McAllister and Carl Albert. Don't know who will win that game. I think it's going to be a smash mouth football. Whoever has the ball last and whoever has less turnovers is going to win that ball game. I know Reed DeQuazy is looking to get his first goal ball. The good thing about it, though, you got Reed DeQuazy and you got QB over at Choctaw, both looking to get the first goal ball, and both quarterbacks played at Choctaw. Now one leads to go over to Carl Albert, so they both got a chance to get a goal ball, or they might not get one, but I think both get their first goal ball going to the senior year. I think Reed has showed people that he can play. I know people might say, no, he can't, but the kid is the real deal, man. I mean, the kid is just a hell of an athlete on defense. I tell his daddy all the time, if he played defense 24/7, he'll be going to any Power 5 school as a safety linebacker. He's just a hell of an athlete, and sometimes we got less parents. We got to look at it and be like, what's going best? I mean, is my kid going to play quarterback in the NFL or college? No, but that kid got a chance to go play a defensive back at the next level. So good luck to each team this come Friday night, man. I mean, this Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock. I think the next game's at 7 o'clock. Go take care of business, man. Like I said, somebody got to lose, somebody got to win, but I just think it's going to be a great matchups. I think Owasso, you cannot count them out against Bigsby. Bigsby's been beat early this year. I just think Jinx ran out of gas, man. 14-14. I just think Bigsby just had a little bit too much more. I just think Owasso I think they beat the best team in 6A last Friday night. I think they're riding a high of going in playing Bigsby. Played at the beginning. I mean, not too high, but I'm just saying I think they got some things they can do. They can throw the ball. They got some good athletes. They got a good line. So I think they can control the game against Bigsby. Stillwater, Choctaw. I think it comes down to turnovers.
Penalties.
Can Stillwater slow down Choctaw's offense? That offense is fast, man. I'm just telling you right now, it's like arena football, man. It's like there's so many people moving. Your head get to spin. It's like the Exorcist. I mean, you're like, what?
Sound be found.
So you got to play they got to play their gaps. They got to play their deal. Loans. I mean, I think Corbin's going to have to kick field goals, kick extra points,
Punt when he needs
punt when needed. I mean,
timeouts.
Do all the right things to win the ball game. This is a heated game. I mean, you're going to probably have some couple late hits and
That you
personal
said that
fouls.
still needs to keep his head.
Yeah.
You know they're gonna try to get in his head. You know how quick he
Gets
gets
fired up.
up.
Like I said, going into 4A, I think Cushion to take care of Wagner, and then 3A. You're gonna have 3A. Who was 3A again? Heritage Hall. I think they'll knock off
Heritage Hall and Metro
Christian. So I think Heritage Hall will take care of that. Then we'll have the 2A games next week. Anything else, fellas? But we close up.
No sir.
Nope. Just thank you for watching the video. Just keep liking, commenting, and make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe.
Share
Quit
the
being
video
scared.
too. If you like what we're saying or dislike what we're saying, show
say it.
somebody.
I mean, be like my man from McAllister. He hit me back like Cody. Touchdown. Jesus didn't come tonight. The Buffs did though, so I like it. But I mean, that's all it's about, man. McAllister. Coach over there, McAllister, man. I know he's over there probably pumping some iron, getting ready, getting fired up, man. Because he ready for Carl Albert. Coach Don's like, man, hell with that. I ain't gonna go pump no iron. I mean,
How tall is Coach Don?
He about.
You about to say 2 foot?
He about 3'6".
Oh, come on.
I was taller than Coach.
You felt like
I'm taller than him. He probably about 5'2".
Oh man,
He was a hell of an offensive lineman over there at Carl.
he was a lineman.
Yeah,
he was a center.
I don't know if he's center, nose guard, something.
He's a pulling guard.
Hey, Coach does say, he'll come hit you. Like us, retweet us, man. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. We will be doing a scholarship, like I said. Hopefully, we'll be doing 3 500s, or I might just do 1,000. I don't know. We're gonna make sure somebody get a little bit of money in their pocket to go off to college, man. That's what we're here for, man. We're here to make sure somebody's happy and keep watching. Keep it 100. Oklahoma High School Sports, and we'll see you next week. We out.
See ya.
See ya.
Out.
I gotta keep it 100. My man keep it